Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine and studying very well. So, as you know that we had started chapter number 5 of First Flight, The 100 Dresses Part 1. So, today we will continue with the reading of the chapter from page number 67 after oral comprehension check. So, till here we had read that Peggy and Maddie had the habit of making fun of Wanda. Today, even though they had been late to school, Maddie was glad she had not had to make fun of Wanda. अब आज भी वो स्कूल के लिए लेट थी, बट मैडी वॉज हैप्पी फॉर वन रीज़न दैट टुडे शी वॉज नॉट देयर टू make fun of Wanda. She worked her arithmetic problems absent-mindedly. 8 times 8. Now she was doing arithmetic problems and she said 8 times 8. Let us see. She wished she had the nerve to write Peggy a note, to speak right out to Peggy, to say, "Hey Peggy, let us stop asking Wanda how many dresses she has." When she finished her arithmetic, she did start a note to Peggy. Now, Maddie was doing arithmetic problems, and when she was solving the problems, at that time she was thinking that she must write a note to Peggy in which she will mention that they should not make fun of Wanda by asking her how many dresses does she had. और जैसे ही उसकी अर्थमेटिक प्रॉब्लम्स ख़त्म हुई, शी स्टार्टेड राइटिंग अ नोट टू पैगी. Suddenly she paused and shuddered. She pictured herself in the schoolyard, a new target for Peggy and the girls. Peggy might ask her where she got the dress and that she had on, and Maddie would have to say it was one of Peggy's old ones that Maddie's mother had tried to disguise with new trimmings so no one in room 13 would recognize it. और मैडी जैसे ही लिखना स्टार्ट करती है पैगी को एक रिटर्न नोट, तो उसके दिमाग में एकदम से ये पिक्चर आती है कि सपोज़ हम बाहर ग्राउंड में खेलने जाते हैं एंड द गेम सेम गेम इज स्टार्टेड विद मी एंड समवन आस्क्ड मी अबाउट माय ड्रेस, देन व्हाट वुड happen. She says that I would say that it is old dress of Maddie and my mother had trimmed the dress so that no one is able to recognize that whose dress is this. If only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Wanda. Oh well, Maddie ran her hand through her short blonde hair as though to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. What difference did it make? इससे क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है? Slowly, Maddie tore into bits the note that she had started. और फिर पहले मैडी सोचती है और फिर वो सोच छोड़ देती है और सोचती है कि इससे कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता, और फिर वो जो रिटर्न नोट लिखती है वो फाड़ देती है. She was Peggy's best friend and Peggy was the best liked girl in the whole room. So Peggy was the best friend of Maddie and Peggy was like the most in the whole room. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong, she thought, and Maddie thought that Peggy would not do anything wrong for me. As for Wanda, she was just some girl who lived up on Boggins Height, and she had made fun, means Peggy was making fun of Wanda because Wanda used to come from Boggins Height, which was not a good area to live in, and stood alone in the schoolyard. She scarcely ever said anything to anybody. वो बहुत कम बोलती है. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about the 100 dresses. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, pale blue with colored trimmings, and she remembered another that was brilliant jungle green with a red sash. You would look like a Christmas tree in that, the girls had said in pretended admiration. कहते कि वांडा ने सिर्फ 1-2 ड्रेसेस की डिस्क्रिप्शन ही दी है, और जब उसने एक ड्रेस की डिस्क्रिप्शन दी थी तो गर्ल्स ने बोला था कि तुम उसमें बिल्कुल क्रिसमस ट्री लगोगी. Thinking about Wanda and her 100 dresses all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. There was a drawing and coloring contest in the school. So now Maddie was thinking about the 100 dresses of Wanda, and at once the thought of 100 dresses left the mind of Maddie, and Maddie's mind switched towards the coloring and drawing competition. For girls, this contest consisted of designing dresses. For girls, the competition was designing dresses, and for boys of designing motorboats. Probably Peggy would win the girls' medal, and it was thought that Peggy would surely win the medal from girls' side. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. Room means room 13, which was their classroom. Peggy's drawing was the best in the class, and that's why Maddie was thinking that Peggy would surely win. At least that's what everybody thought, and everyone was thinking about Peggy. She could copy a picture in a magazine or some film star's head so that you could almost tell who it was. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win. While tomorrow the teacher was going to announce the winners, then they would know. मतलब जो पैगी थी वो इतनी अच्छी आर्टिस्ट थी कि वो किसी भी मैगजीन से देख के या किसी भी पर्सन को देख के वैसा का वैसा बना देती थी. So Maddie thought that anyhow tomorrow the teacher will declare the result. The next day it was drizzling. Drizzling means very light rain. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Peggy had an umbrella with her, and Maddie and Peggy both were under the same umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they didn't wait for Wanda Petronsky on the corner of the Oliver Street, because on such a rainy day, there was no question of waiting for Wanda to come. Oliver Street was the street that far away under the railroad tracks and up the hill led to Boggins Height. Means Oliver Street was the street that leads to Boggins Height. ऑलिवर स्ट्रीट का रास्ता आगे जाके बॉगिन्स हाइट की तरफ जाता था. तो ऑलिवर स्ट्रीट के पास खड़े होके मैडी और पैगी वांडा की वेट करते थे. एनीवे दे वर टेकिंग चांसेस ऑन बीइंग लेट टुडे, एंड टुडे दे डिडंट वांट टू गेट लेट फॉर स्कूल बिकॉज टुडे वाज इम्पॉर्टेंट. दे डिडंट वांट टू गेट लेट because that day was important, as the results of the drawing competitions were to be declared on that day. Do you think Miss Mason will announce the winners today? Asked Peggy. Oh, I hope so. The minute we get in, said Maddie. Of course you will win, Peg. So now Maddie and Peggy were talking about the competition, that when will the teacher declare the name of the winner. Hope so, said Peggy eagerly. And Maddie said to Peggy that surely you will be the winner, and Peggy was also thinking about the same. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. They stopped and gasped means they took a long breath. There were drawings all over the room, on every ledge and windowsill, dazzling colors and brilliant lavish designs, all drawn on great sheets of wrapping paper. There were all the drawings in the classroom. Every portion of the classroom was covered with the drawings. There must have been 100 of them all lined up. These must be the drawings for the contest. They were. Everybody stopped and whistled or murmured admiringly, and everyone was seeing towards the drawings, and everyone was giving his or her views about the pictures, about the drawings. As soon as the class had assembled, Miss Mason announced the winner. Jack Bagels had won for the boys. From boys' side, Jack was the winner, she said, and his design for an outboard motor was on exhibition in room 12, along with the sketches by all the other boys. And the boat which Jack Bagels had made that was exhibited in room number 12 with the other paintings. As for the girls, she said, although just one or two sketches were submitted by most one girl, and room 13 should be proud of her. So it was said that very few sketches were there from girls side, and room number 13 should be proud of that. Room number 13 should feel proud. It is clear from this line that the winner was surely from room number 13, which was the classroom of Maddie, Peggy and Wanda. All different and all beautiful. This one girl actually drew 100 designs. This girl has made 100 designs, all different and all beautiful. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawings is worthy of winning the prize. I am very happy to say that Wanda Petronsky is the winner of girls medal, and the teacher says that I am feeling very much happy and proud in announcing that Wanda is the winner from the girls side. Unfortunately, Wanda has been absent from school for some days and is not here to receive the applause that is due to her. And the teacher said that as we all know that Wanda is not attending the school for many days and she is not able to get the reward today, let us hope she will be back tomorrow. Now class, you may file around the room quietly and look at her exquisite drawings. And the teacher said to all the others to look at the extremely exquisite, means the extremely beautiful designs made by her. The children burst into applause. All the children were very happy, and even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor, put their fingers in their mouths and whistle, though they were not interested in dresses. Look, Peg, whispered Maddie, there's that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? Then Maddie said to Peggy that, Peggy, look, there is that blue dress also about which she usually tells us, and it is very beautiful. Yes, said Peggy, and here's that green one, and look, here is the green dress also. Boy, and I thought I could draw, and I think that I am also able to. So with this, the reading of the chapter is complete. Tomorrow we will do the exercise of the chapter, right? Till then, study and enjoy your day. Have a nice day ahead.